Hi guys, it's Mark from the Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave again with an update on the Panther series that I'm doing, the Back to My Roots. Going to show off my Tamiya kit that I done 6 years ago. This is my first 135 tank that I built when I started into this hobby. It's pretty dusty. Tracks won't even go down, they should have been more like that. I painted the figures best I could. Show you them. See this guy. But what I done, I made the mistake is I painted it, I weathered it, and then I put the decals on, which it should have been the other way around. It should have been sealed, then decals, then weathered. So that's why they look a bit covered in dust, because I covered everything in sand and dirt and all that, thinking, oh, that'd be great. But now I believe in less is more. I'm not very into this heavily weathered tanks that covers every single minute detail. I'd rather have it subtle. I think you get more, it looks better when it's just subtle weathering rather than full bore. As you can see, didn't paint the bottom. So this is my old one I done 6 years ago, which I'm doing now. I don't think it was that bad, to be honest. 6 years ago, when I first started, I only done about maybe 4 or 5 models, and I wanted to give it a try. I don't think that's bad. The tracks were a nightmare to do it. Now I'm just checking. Yes, I did do it. It says on the manual to cut the idler wheel sprockets off. I thought I didn't do it, but I did. But these weren't stuck doing. I never knew about putting these in and maybe super glue, so it's more realistic. So that gives you a look at what I am going to try and improve. So we'll get back to the new one. The new one, sight back's been fitted. I have drilled out all the pipes, exhaust pipes, and fitted them. I put plastic card to cover the holes. Idler wheels, main drive sprocket has been fitted. These do come off. All wheels have been cleaned up. Idler teeth getting off, that's all smooth. That one's I done last night. Needs just sanded down smooth. Turret, I'm going to leave the hatches open this time. I was going to close them up. I said, okay, well, I'll try something different. I'll have it like something like that. I know there's no detail inside, but it's just something different. What I've done for that is I put a little tab right there, so it doesn't, so you don't have to keep, when you pop it out, it won't go so far. And that's it. And what I've done is I put a wee bit of Tamiya extra thin in the hole and kept moving it about like that. So it does, so it's a bit, I think it was sealed it up a wee bit, so it doesn't drop down, so you can have it like that. So when you pick it up, it doesn't boom. Made the hole smaller basically, and a bit tighter, so it grips. As I say, wheels done, that's for the base, but I want to paint the inside, so that fits in there. It's amazing how quick you can build these old kits up. That's the wrong way, Mark. There you go. They're very simple, but to be honest, this is still, and I've had a couple of comments saying, oh, it's the worst Panther out there, it's a shame, it's a sham that they're still charging prices. They're charging £15 for this, and people are still moaning about it. You can buy some kits out there for £15 and really have a bad time with filler, seam lines and all that. This, for a beginner, is to get them back in the hobby. This is what you want. Simple, fun, so they can do some, get their own creative juices going. The gun, I tried to put a bit of steel rod in it, and it kept on splitting up. There is a wee bit warpage in it. It's got a slight bend to it. I've tried my best to move it. You can still see the seam line, because when I put the rod, every time I closed it, it was split open. It's just not fitting. So I've got it the best I can. It still needs cleaned up. I just let the glue set last night and cleaned it as best I can. But it fits in. That all moves. This is another one I had a problem with. I'll take that out. You can see there, not a bit of gap or anything. On this side, a tiny little bit of gap. That'll need a wee bit of filler. But if you're a beginner, filling up that is a lot better than having a big gap down a seam line, using and saying, and you can still see it through the paint. This is what I keep saying. There may be 50-year-old kits, but for a beginner, I would highly recommend these to get them back and get them in the hobby and learn the basics, learn weathering. You're better spending this money and learning how to do weathering, and if it doesn't look that great, buy another one. Practice, 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 rather than spending £40, £50 on a kit that you're not confident with. It's all about confidence. And I don't go bashing these kits. They are what they are. They might not be the best, but they do. The other thing I'm going to do, let me put this in, and I've seen this on YouTube. A guy was going on about, see, it still fits in perfect if you get it right in. You hit the record button and nothing works. See, there you go. Now that gap there just needs glued. That's all it is. There's no, you can see it moving. But extra thin, that's done. I know you've got a wee bit here. But again, you could put extra thin on that. And that will seal it up, or a wee bit putty. But if you're a beginner, I don't think that would bother you. I think you'd be saying, oh great, that's it. What I'm going to do is these bits. I think this is the Kelly seal. This gap. We use this as a, let me see, get that. What I'm thinking of doing is getting plastic card and filling all this in. So it butts it straight. A bit plastic card in here, but filling all this so it goes level, so you don't see all this, because when you take it like that, even when you lift it, you can see it. Actually, see my finger there. So that's going to get all filled in. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that as a guide. If that looks flush, if I take that down slightly. So if I take that down slightly there, and just do a line there, scroll on my pencil like that. And if I just follow that line, I can put the plastic card there and fill it all in. Again, I'll do a lot of test fitting, see how it goes. But I think that's the best way to do these things. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put mesh, if I've got spare mesh, on these. Spencer Pollard done it, so I'm going to do it as well. He also done a bit for this, but I'll need to do a wee bit more research. He said that that's completely different on the real Panther, so it might be a wee bit of scratch building, but we'll see how it goes. So there's the update for the Panther at the moment. I am still working on this puppy. I'll bring it in, it's quite large. The Revell 148 Ventura. All I've got is, see, this is the one I done about 5 years ago, and I gave up. Bad experience, not knowing what to do. There is a couple of seam marks starting to show, glue marks, but I left them in because this is a project of, I've just started this again. and it's where I left off, so I'm not going to do any modifications or redo this and redo that. I've just painted it. I want it off the shelf. It's came up actually, to be fair, not bad. There is bad marks everywhere, but it's for me, it's my hobby, my model, and I just want it on the shelf, and that's it done. As I say, the under, if I flick it over, maybe hitting the lamp. The undercarriage is done. Everything like that. I've just got to take off all the homemade masks. I need to put the aerials in and the wire to each side, and that'll be this done. Hopefully it'll be done for the weekend or Friday. I've got the nose to fit, but that's just glued. They're all done. That's all that. It's just been given a flat coat, but it looks more like a semi-gloss, but I'm pretty happy in how it's came out. And that's it, guys. So next time I see you, I'll do an update on, if I put this back, I'll do an update on the plastic card, which I've got lying about, which I've used, and probably be maybe the end of the week. Hopefully I'll get all this done by the end of the week and cut and glued. I might actually do some tonight and see how it goes. If you like any more of these videos, please, I'm having a bit of a competition with my son. He has his own YouTube channel, and it's basically Fortnite video gaming. He's got 177 subscribers, and I had a challenge of, could I beat him by the end of the month, and he gets a wee prize or a gift. So if you like what I do, please subscribe. It's a good prize. I need it. I need to beat him. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.